say welcome to the campus. It's a beautiful campus coming from students, so it's believable, I hope. And you're gonna hopefully have a good experience, and we wish you all the best. My name is Badir. I'm a senior in Science, Technology, and Society.
My name is Jenny. I major in IS.
My name is Nathan. I'm a senior in CLA, Cultural Literature and the Arts.
And we were thinking before we start telling you who we are representing today and what we bring to the table of the Pathways event, we would like to do with you like a quick activity just to get the energy going. And
So you don't have to answer, but do any of you have a favorite word? Think about that word, your favorite word. Mine, for instance, is spatula. It's a very common utensil. I flip my grilled cheese with it, my pancakes. But when you think about the word, it doesn't really sound like what it looks like and everything, and it's kind of weird like that. So if you have one of those weird, it could be like, it could be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It could be one of those things. The other thing, what's your least favorite word? The word that you hear that just drives you absolutely batty. Mine is lettuce. I hate lettuce. I hate saying it. I hate picturing it. I hate talking about it right now, so let's move on. And what turns you on creatively, emotionally? I love good jazz. I love good cigars, good whiskey. So those are the things that I kind of put in my poetry and my thinking and everything. They also calm me down. I listened to a couple of Miles Davis and Thin Lizzy stuff this morning when I was getting ready to go to work early. What turned you off creatively? Like what really you just can't, I can't do math. My head won't do numbers. It's really, it ticks me off every time somebody says what's 2 plus 2, it's 4. Leave me alone. You know, it really just drives me crazy. And it's gonna sound weird, but you have a favorite curse word? I consider myself a Twainian prince, which Mark Twain, if you know him, he said, when angry, count 4. When really angry, swear. So my favorite curse word is bollocks. It covers everything. When I get really angry or when I get really passionate, it's bollocks to everything. I wrote poems about it constantly. And the noise that you like. Is there a certain noise that you like? It could be the strum of a guitar, could be drums, could be rain and thunder like me. And is there a noise that you hate? Like a sound, a piece of music, anything. You get somebody talking. Maybe it's somebody asking you repeated questions or something like that. Me, it's that sharp piercing sound like nails on a chalkboard. You ever meet my mother, you'll understand. And if you have a profession right now that I'm in retail, I want to do anything else besides that. I would love to teach in the future. That's why I'm in CLA. I love words. I really want to teach. And then there's one that you probably have, like you're thinking about your future and everything. What's one that you don't want to do? If anybody asked you, I'll give you $1 million to do this, and you'd say no. That would be math teaching for me. I don't want to do anything with math whatsoever. I would turn down millions of dollars because somebody would want me to do that. And the one I like most is, if heaven exists and you met God, what would you like him to say? Mine simply is, it's an open bar. These are some of the things that kind of help you get the creative juices flowing. So you can think about anyone, you can think about stuff that, if you're not very creative, what about your fashion? What about your style? What about you wear? What you wear, everything. You don't look all the same. You chose different colors, you chose different shoes, you might have a few different things, you may wear the same thing. Why do you do that? Think about your fashion. That's an artistic style. That's a cognitive thing that you do when you think about it. You may grab the same things every day, but when you actually think about it, these are a different color, that's a different color, that's a different color. Maybe it's business-like, maybe it's really just kind of plain and simple, or maybe it's really nice and fashionable, or maybe it's just, whatever fits, like me.
thanks for sharing, Nathan. Anyone would love to share like a favorite word? Just throw it up there. You don't have to. Help us here. We're students like you. It's okay. How about what turns you on creatively? This is related heavily to what we're going to talk to you about. Like anyone here is not pursuing in college their passion in the creative fields if you have one, but planning on doing it on the side.
I would really love to paint and write all day in my pajamas, but that doesn't really help. So.
My passion, for example, was filmmaking, but I chose not to go to school with it because it's risky. I admire everyone who took the risk with it, So I went to Science, Technology, and Society to secure my future, for example. This is one pathway that some people take. I encourage you to, if you're going, for example, to the IAS school, you might find something that you can blend your passion to it. But no one wants to share their creative passions. Well, how about a sound? Anyone heard any questions that they would like to share anything about?
I see some people smiling. Come on, come on.
Okay.
You want to say?
Well, you-
Come on, come on. What is it? Let me hear it, come on.
One of the things that turns me off creatively, I don't like when there's too many directions or too many specifics about something.
You want to sit in the room and you just want to, everybody go away. I love you, that's all. I don't like people and it's nobody, no offense to anybody, it's just too many people, takes the creative juices away. So I understand how you feel. Anybody else, any noises? How about a favorite word? How about you were smiling, come on.
What?
What? How do you spell it? W-H-A-T? What it spells backwards? I don't know either. It's wonderful if you just think about it, the common words. Cat, spell it backwards, it's tack. Race car spelled backwards is race car. The little words that we use every day can really be helpful just to think about. And in business, it helps you think on your feet. Get your mind creative. Don't think about what you're doing, but think about how do you spell tree, how do you spell this, how do you spell that. It'll give your mind a sense of like, this is a challenge. I cannot back down from this. I want to prove to myself that I can do this. And that helps in business every day. Trust me, in retail, thinking on your feet, it really does help. Thinking about the words that you say, the people that you interact with, the noises that you hate, the little small things that make you you, people see that and they like that. They respond to it. So that's a great way of interacting with people, especially business. If you're going for business or any kind of anything in the world, really.
Thanks, Nathan. So, Clamor, this is who we are. We are representing Clamor. Clamor, if you heard this word around campus, hopefully, or you saw one of these, or we'll show you the other one too, is the UW-Bothell Literary and Arts Journal. Mainly, it comes into two editions. We have a printed edition, and there's also a digital edition. Clamor represents like the UW-Bothell voice of promoting creativity in this community, because if you didn't know, like in this campus, we don't have like an art building, for example, like in Seattle. And this is what students use to share their work, to get published. It's a professional grade run by students. And maybe this is a time where we can actually spread the journals so we can see it. And I'll also show you the digital version, just so you guys have an idea. They're always free to own. It's paid from the tuition that we pay.
This, I believe, is the current. And you go through it, and you can't go through it, and it's filled with art of every single kind. Collaboration, there's prose, there's poetry, anything. If you look on the website, or you find if you have any kind of music, if you have any kind of, if you love technology or anything, if you have knowledge of it, collaboration, if you're not sure. So feel artistic, find something it is, and kind of live through them, find a way to be collaborative with them. If you have a teacher that you just, love to the bone and everything, and if they're doing creative stuff or whatever it is, let us know. We love teachers doing that, shows that not everybody is, not everybody, there's no guarantee in it, but we would love to see it, especially outside. If you have a friend outside the college, any community or something like that, you may be here, artists, anything like that, get them there and say, hey, I'd really like to look at this. Think about adding something. And if you'd like to see something that I did on page 86 of the theme fund, you'll see a poem that I wrote with Merlin Fellowship. So it shows you that as editors, if we would love you to think about it, there's no guarantee that your work will be chosen. I submitted 3. This is the one that got chosen. and they do edit it to flow. So it's not just, they're gonna take it as is, they're gonna look at it, they're gonna study it, they're gonna, ask questions. What does it make me feel? What's the flow like? What they're trying to do and everything. They want you to be professional about it. So don't just admit something and try to figure out why. Ask yourself why. Get together with the people. Go have a drink, get some pizza together, and just ask, what's this to you? What is it? What does it mean? And everything like that.
So, this is also a digital version, and you can see the submitted work in any edition. It's clamor.journal.com. For example, and Clamor does accept anything in the literary fields, poetry, anything else in like visual arts, photography, videos. There's audio and video on the website as well. But if you, for example, go to the visual arts, you can see the submissions. See some poetry.
And as far as contribution goes, you can graduate, you still contribute. We would love you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
15 years from now, if you have something, collaborate or something, you don't feel artistic now, but in 15 years you start doing it, please submit.
Clamor, the people who get published in Clamor are the students, the alumni, the faculty, the staff, anyone who is in this community or the surrounding small communities. It's also more than just the publication of like creative works. Clamor does events, for example, so it's an annual journal. So every year in the spring where the new edition comes out, they do like an exhibit and show the works of the students that got published. Like we see here in this picture, this was last year's for the Green 2018 edition when they did the exhibit. They do a lunch party. Also, some events happen because Clamor, the team that Clamor is made up, we call ourselves editors, but we do stuff like, for example, this is last quarter, we did an open mic event called the Sound. And with these events, there's a lot that happens in terms of promotion, in terms of, for example, also the publication itself, accepting the work. There's a lot of soliciting, evaluating, editing. And to look at the bigger picture, when you look at Bottle, why is Clamor important? As I said, we don't have like an art specific building in this campus, so to have something that is run by students and that is paid by students like this, it's a good opportunity to share and represent the voices on this campus creatively, which is, in my opinion, the best way. And for students who are thinking about pursuing any creative field, this is a good opportunity since it's a professional grade publication. It showcases your work and it might look good in your portfolios.
And also, we also are staff faculty in writing, so some professors have their writing published in our journal, and they also share their brilliant thoughts on our pages.
And to get more in details about if you are thinking about yourself publishing your work or anyone you know, Clamor accepts 4 categories of work. We have the collaborative pieces if you're thinking about any work that you collaborate with multiple artists. There's the creative writings, there's the visual arts, and there's the video and audio. You get to submit up to 3 pieces per category. This is to up your chances because it is a small community, but there's a lot of people here who are really good at so many different fields. So definitely not to shy you away from submitting, but also to encourage you to submit because it is a professional firm. Go ahead.
How do you do where does the video and audio go?
That's a good point. So for the digital version of the journal,
We put them on our website. You can see their 2 2018 media section.
Gotcha.
So currently, this is the only place for video and audio, but I think at one point, this is, as you guys can see, 2017, 2018, I think the 2016 or something before, they had a CD that goes with the journal. We might redo that in the future. You might be able to decide that this will happen in the future, but we'll get to that also pretty soon. And I want to show you guys quickly how to submit if you're thinking about submitting. So the one you're holding is the 2018. The 2019 is coming in the spring, but the deadline for accepting, we're currently soliciting submissions. It's going to be in February 1st of February. So hopefully, if you're thinking about it, you can publish any work you have, as long as it's not published professionally or officially somewhere else. But any old work can be published. The idea is to go to this website, clamor.submittable.com. And this website, you'll get this page, it explains to you some instructions, and then you scroll down and you see the categories. You can go to any category you're thinking about, and again, you can submit up to 3 pieces per category. Get instructions, you can, for example, I want to submit my photo, you go to visual arts, and then I create an account. This is a good opportunity for you because to write your bio and information about yourself, not that much info to scare you away, but it's good for you to showcase who you are, and then to talk about your work and title it. So this is why we included the creator account. Also, another way to be engaged with this, with Clamor, is for you to become an editor. And we are editors, but the way we became editors is simply by, Clamor editors are made of students, and it's a course that you can register for. It's called BIS 420. 401, sorry. BISIA 401, Literary and Arts Journal Editorial Board. This class is offered in fall, winter, and spring. You can take it as a sequence and get 10 credits that can serve to, it's a credit, no credit course, but it can also serve as a IPR credit, which stands for interdisciplinary practice. I forgot. But when any of you who are going to major in the School of IAS, you are required to finish some IPR credits, so this definitely fulfills it. And if you take it as a sequence, you get up to 10 credits. But what does it mean to be an editor? So for you to be an editor, if you register to this class, you're going to learn about publishing, everything that goes from 0 to 1 into these journals, the typography, the paper they use, and everything. And it's highly collaborative because you're going to work with other classmates. It's made of right now how much of us? 8. Yeah. So it's no, you're right. It's 8. And my point is that it's not that big of a group. You're going to create a small community where you work with Clamor, and you're going to learn about. You're going to gain communication and teamwork skills because there's a lot of work that happens. For example, like the open mic you saw, you're going to be responsible to do everything. Designing the posters, promoting for your events, graphic design, everything. You're going to manage the decoration if you're interested. It's a really, really good opportunity for you to express your talents. If you don't have any, like me when I joined Clamor, it's really good for you to learn. And they're going to teach you everything. And for example, Jenny, she's a return editor. She was with Clamor. When were you with Clamor? The first time? Last spring. And this is in last spring, right?
Yeah,
So-
it's me and the lunch party, I'm not sure.
It is? No, that's the lunch party for when they
Oh, yeah.
released this one in the spring quarter. And you won something. What did you win?
Higher volunteer work or something, it's just I have to read many jobs.
Nice. So you did a lot of things, not only just one type of responsibility.
Yeah.
Nice. So, again, if you want to remember the name of the class, class, I highly encourage you to do it. A lot of students graduate and move on and can't register for the class again, so there's always room for you to be part of this journal. And you get to do everything, from designing the cover, from thinking about stuff like what you suggested, or you didn't suggest it, but if you're thinking about having like a way to present the audio and video with the journal, this is something that the students get to do. There's, our team is led by Professor Amartha, and she just makes sure everything is working, but she doesn't do anything, it's all the students. And while we're here, we thought about giving you more from our experiences. And we also, one of us here got published in, was it the 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and open the room for you guys to also ask us any question if you're interested in any ways of engaging, whether it's publishing your work or becoming an editor. So let's, this is your first time being an editor, right? And can you tell us about that process when you got published?
So I did basically what you said. I went and created a submittable account, and I had to think about my work. I recognized that I've done this before in community college, and the difference is really noticeable. When in community college was just basically fun, kind of. This one looks 20 times more professional, and we have all sorts of people that have had much more experience doing what they've done, and it's like, okay, I gotta take this seriously. So I spent some time looking over my work and trying to check the flow of the words and everything. Doesn't make sense. Which one do I like enough? Just like if somebody asks me why this one, I can say this is why. This is why. It's not just oh, this is fun. Take it a little seriously, because this is your work. That's the point. It's your work. So stand by it, believe in it, and give it to people and let them pick up their own work.
You bring a good point. If you are in any of the fields that are in the literary section, and you're unsure and you never published anything, as you guys know, maybe in other talks, you've probably heard about the WAAC, Writing and Communication Center.
Yeah.
So you can also visit them if you're unsure about, for example, the grammar of your work or anything else, before you submit it to Clamor. Something like that. And
They are very professional too. They will sit down with you one-on-one if you ask them, and they will literally show you this here, cross out that, leave that out, and they will get you to a better level than you are now. They will give you thinking creatively.
And Nathan, you were published before Clamor, right?
Yeah, I have a few things on Amazon, and I've been writing for several years. I've written tons of poetry, short stories mainly because I can't really do it as which would be nice, but in this day and age with everybody publishing, I want to stand by my work, so I just don't want to release anything. I want stuff to matter to me. I want stuff to, like I said, this is why I did it. This is why I believe in it. This is why it looks this way, and these characters and stuff like that. So that way I feel proud of my work, not just simply because of one reason, but all the reasons I can muster.
And your work was published before Clamor, right?
Yeah.
So what made you decide to give this a shot? Like, why did you think Clamor would be?
Anytime I can share my work, it gives me a lot of confidence, and there's no guarantee that anything will ever work out. Like I said, I submitted 3, I only got 1, but that one, I still send stuff to my family. It's like, hey, I was published in this, look at it. They're always proud of me, and it makes me a better writer, because I know that I'm gonna have to sit down and think about it, and I can compare it to other people. I can be among the professionals out there that have this, hey, don't take me seriously. Look at this. This is a professional thing. Let's talk about that.
Okay, thank you. So you've been on this campus for a while, being an editor. Did you benefit from that, or was it just for fun?
Well, basically, I joined as an Clamor editor for 2 reasons. First is for credit, of course, and then because I had some editor experience. I was working as an editor assistant 2 summers ago. So at that time, I feel like as I have already done this kind of work, I think maybe read a lot, why not be an editor? So that's the basic reason why I'm here.
That's awesome. You guys have any questions by any chance? Feel free to let us know.
We're on campus here and there. If you, there's a website,
Feel free to contact us with anything. This is our contact info. Coming up, of course, as I told you guys, this is the deadline for the submissions. If you yourself is interested, go for it. I encourage you to. If you not, you know, anyone, look at your family and friends. But this is our website, and Clamor-journal.com. Find us on Instagram,